Friday, y'all. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Orange County Commuter. Where I ride my bike obsessively to work. No matter what conditions. Granted that the bike is working. So it's Friday morning. Wow. We survived on $47 for a week. It's amazing. The Lord will provide. Run over to this little store here really quick. And get my wife an energy drink. So she can start her Friday morning off on the right foot. I'm incredibly congested. I have been for 3 days. So I guess I have allergies. I don't really know. Or I'm just sick. It's hard to tell. Minion power. Yeah. Feels so good to be on a bike. Yeah, it's like so I do this channel and I hope it inspires other people to go out and get a bike, like an e-bike. But I think like it's interesting. I've fallen into the trap. Like life has consumed me over the last 2 months, and the bike ride has become. It's starting to go away, you know. But as I realize it, like riding my bike to work for me for the last couple of years, it's been more than just point A to point B. It's been about the channel. But once I was going through that difficult time, we still are. It's not, at least we're at home though, right? At least we're at home in our safe zone for now. But like riding the bike is like my escape. but the logistics of getting to work from all these different random hotels, it became just a point A to point B. So I wasn't in the moment, you know. I was thinking about just getting to my destination and the route that I was going to take, but like really like being in the moment and under like seeing all the details of the ride and just really being immersed in the moment, like wasn't there. I was so preoccupied with my situation, and I kind of left the joy behind, you know. It was more like I turned it into a war, you know, a battle, a little just like me versus distance and time, with minimal resources. It's really interesting how we get into that, you know. It's no different than being jammed up on the freeway, you know. All right, so yeah. Getting back to the basics. So I don't know how dangerous it is right here to get a flat tire, but I want to ride along this little ridge right here. We might get a flat though. Can we make it up here? I know I can make it down it. I don't want to get a flat. Maybe I'll do it on the ride home, but riding up on that little ridge, there's a lot of broken bottles and stuff like that. So back here, there's like a track for e-motos. Whoa. This is a steep, very steep hill. This is a flat zone too. So these e-bikers, these e-moto people have set up like tracks all along these hills right here, and I've never seen anybody really jump well or do anything, but I've seen them jump right here. So they have this whole track set up. You can see like there's a berm right there, track there, and then there's a bunch of jumps on the other side. They also jump over this hill right here. I think they do it from over here. But yeah, there's a gang of e-moto guys that have been back here, and they've just really ripped up this area. There's another berm right here. Anyway. I don't know. I was just wanted to look at it really quick. I just wanted to see if I could climb that hill primarily. So a little repetitive, but hey, it's the Santiago Creek Trail. So I think we'll go, we're just gonna do the old classic route that I used to take all the time, which is, we'll go on Santiago Creek Trail to Main Street, I guess. put on the lentes. It's not quite. You can see all those gnats like all over the place right here. Alright, it's not too dark. I guess I'll get used to it. It's nice going on this ride with the sun coming up. It had been overcast for so long. But yesterday morning's ride was nice. Morning. This is nice. But yeah, it's easy to get caught in that routine. And it's weird, it's like being under a spell, you know. You're like, well, what's changed? You know, I'm on my e-bike, I'm making these videos, going to work, but what changed? What changed is the separation from your mind. So you're either living in your brain, and in your mind, or you're living in the moment, like in the moment. You have to have that separation. And you'll know when you're trapped in your mind, because you'll feel the pressure in your head. What's going on here? Shutting camp down. Morning. We're rolling it up. So they did a good job this year keeping all the brush down. Usually we have brush fires down here. Good morning. Scoping it out. What are we going to see? What lies ahead of us? don't know if I'd want a house like with the back facing the trail, would I? Guess it'd be kind of cool. I'd always feel like somebody was going to break into my house, though. There's a lot of delusional people down here. There he is. God, that guy is so strange. He's got some bunch of sticks. I had a shackle, a bushel. What's it called? Like a group of, like a bunch of sticks in a wrapped up in something. Is that a shackle? Thinking of like some kind of biblical term. Wow. Roll it up. Lots of stuff. So I see the same people down here, on a regular basis. They've been down here for years. So that lady there, she used to live under the 55 freeway, where we saw the other people coming out. But it's pretty remote out here. I just wonder where, like, I don't know how well she gets around, so I wonder how she gets food and stuff. Maybe she has people bring her stuff. Like, I haven't seen her outside of this area, like in the city, like in Orange. So where's she getting her food? She probably has like a routine, In the middle of the day, she probably has a spot where she goes and gets her food and then goes back to her camp. But she has a lot of stuff to pack up. Maybe she goes downtown. Orange isn't very far, so maybe that's where she goes. Or maybe, like I said, maybe she has maybe people help take care of her, like some of the other guys that are more mobile that are down there. So here's some more. These guys are packing up too. So this is another E-Moto trail right here. So they go down this, and then they go over this hill, and then they jump off of this jump right here. Ugh. I love this park. So we'll take the off-road path. This girl, her spot is by the She has her broom right there in her hand, which is a palm frond, and she lives over by the bathrooms up on top. But she's constantly going around and cleaning. She has this palm frond for a sweeper, and you can see her right there. She's cleaning the weeds out from the cracks in the sidewalk. So all day she just hangs out at Hart Park and cleans. This used to be lined up with tents. There was a lot of people probably packed up already, but yeah, there's always, there used to be so many people down here. Going through here at night is something else, especially on the weekend. Good morning. Oh, you know what? They're seeing my high-vis vest. They probably think I'm like somebody official. I'm surprised, like, if they wanted to, I don't know. I like this area the way it is. I kind of wish there was some more homeless people here like there used to be. It made it a little more interesting. But at the same time, like, if they wanted to stay, I guess in any area, like, I'm surprised the police aren't on e-bikes. I guess the problem would be is that police, they have to patrol, right? They're not just sitting in one spot. They're patrolling, right? So if you're patrolling all day and you're on an e-bike, you know, your battery's going to wear out. But I'm sure there's a solution for that. Multiple batteries, that would be the solution. But I don't know, most people down here are harmless anyway. I think it's like, morning, the only thing that's, the only issue I see is like trash, you know, trash and litter. Like that's the only thing that seems like it would be a problem. Hill climb right here. Not too bad. Pretty nice security car. Check out work, see what's going on real quick. Teams. Nothing is going on. Sunshine, the wind. Statues. This guy's, I don't know what he's doing, but I'm picturing bed bugs getting scattered all over the place here. I'm gonna go way over here. So that's the most, I think everybody that rides e-bikes knows that the most dangerous parts that I've seen so many accidents on e-bikes, so is the separation between like the street and the gutter, like that line, the gravel and the concrete, or like going into driveways, that little 1 or 2 inch bump is deadly. So you'll see me like this, that separation down there in the gutter. If you get your front wheel caught up on that, you know, you're gonna wreck. I've seen it happen so many times. So that's why you always see me when I'm in the gutter, like I'm constantly like pulling my front wheel up over that line. Like if you're running parallel with it, and then you try to turn this way into the street, you got to pull up on your front wheel. That noise just reminded me I need to tighten up my back tire. Oh geez, what's this smoke coming from? It's water. Mobile car wash. Alright, let's check the time. We're going pretty slow today. 7:10. So it'd be nice if we can make it by 7:30. It's already been 40 minutes, so yeah, we have 20 minutes to make it back, so probably speed up a little bit. Somebody coming around this corner. Tulare County Sheriff Department. This little cafe. Nice car. Oh, they're doing the turnabout. All right. Let's go hit the Pacific Electric Trail. To the sunshine. similar to yesterday. Alright, so we need to speed it up. Can we make it? Can we make it all the way to work in 15 minutes? Oh, we got a couch out here. Oh. Stop. This is the Pacific Electric Trail right here. But we're obviously going to stay on the street because there's too many people walking. People on the trail. We're gonna go over in the grass. Grass is never as smooth as it appears, is it? So right here, this is a wreck spot right here. So if I just go and turn like that, then my tire hits this, and I slide like that, and then I wreck. So just remember that if you're ever running parallel with a trail, you gotta lift up on your front tire. Even my back tire almost got caught. That one was so high. But you probably know that already. It's like, for me, it's like when I rode skateboards, it was always rocks and, you know, the cracks in the sidewalk that could take you out, you know? And so you just have this constant awareness of those types of obstacles. He got? It's a cedar. Look at that cool little thing. Let's see. 52 minutes. So I don't know if we can get through on this street here where they're doing the drainage project. There he is, cut his beard down here with a tall can of Budweiser. All my isolation from the old town under the bridge. Some excavator action. Here, hopefully not run into anything sharp. Yeah, I see people going on the trail, so let's do it. You gotta trust the excavator operator. Looks like he's pretty good. So yeah, they put those big concrete tunnel makers in here. It's pretty interesting. So underneath this street is a big square tunnel. It's probably at least 6 by 6, but more like 6 by 8. You could definitely ride a bike through it. So I wonder where the entrance and exit of it is. There's got to be a way for people to get in there to clean it and stuff periodically. So, and I don't know how far it goes. I don't know if it goes under. So it probably goes under this street, and there's a connection over on that canal where I think it goes down to the canal. The canal where there's the Flower Street bike path is. Take a 40-minute ride and turn it into an hour and 10 minutes. All right, we gotta go. Here we are back in the same spot. Alright. So sorry, this ride's gonna be really long. 7:28 already. I don't know what happened for the last 18 minutes. Last 20 minutes. incredibly exciting ride, but very enjoyable for me. Commentary was very poor, but that's all right too. It's the vibe. That's what's the most important, in my opinion. It's red light though. It's pretty annoying. Go, race car. At the final stretch, hour and 4 minutes. In the zone, man. Meditative riding. get over here. Go, 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 go. Come on, wind horse. There's lots of cars going. Just going between some of these guys. Let's jump in front of this badass Tesla. All right. Well, I don't know. I enjoyed the ride, my friends. So if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. You just never know what you're going to get from Orange County Commuter. You know you're definitely going to get an e-bike ride, and probably some off-the-wall comments. A few homeless people. A few close calls. And inspiration. Alright, this is 2 year e-bike commute celebratory month. Every ride's a victory, and every victory is the fuel for another ride. We'll catch you on the next one.